So I was told, yes, we have the update on 2XKO. I see Akali in the front. That is hype. I already heard the news that I believe it's Akali and Senna are the two new characters that they were talking about. But I just wanted to read through this because the news recently hasn't been great for 2XKO, but I do not think, like a lot of people, that this game's going to get scrapped or whatever. I think we're just going to have some hard times, and then maybe when Tokon comes out, this game and that will sort of be on even footing. Hey everybody, Sean here, yeah. Want to give you a quick preview of upcoming for 2XKO. We've been made a video call face-to-face, but the team is heads down, and we wanted to chat ASAP. Yeah, that makes sense. Our focus, okay. I want one thing. I want you to not slow the game down, and I want you to give Yasuo and Echo actual weaknesses, okay? I want you to make them characters that don't do everything. Those are the two things that I want. So let's see. Our focus. Our team is fully committed and working hard on 2XKO. We're doubling down on building for the FGC that loves this game. A few weeks ago, I mentioned that we're focused on three things: duo play, core gameplay, community, and competitive programs. Okay, that's pretty normal, I guess. These are still big priorities for us moving forward, and I want to dig into them here. Duo play. It's been amazing to see so many players discover how fun 2XKO with a duo can be, and we want to make the experience more accessible. I don't really play duos, so I'm not super interested in this. We've been prototyping a local duo mode experience that will let you and a friend play couch co-op. That's not in the game already? Again, I don't play duos, so I don't know about that, but it seems like that should already be in the game. Still finalizing our plans for the future, but it's top priority. We're working to get the game as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's just, I'm not really interested in duos, but that sounds good. Core gameplay, okay. This is what I'm interested in. We want to clear one thing up. We love that 2XKO is fast-paced, allowing your reactions and creativity to shine while providing a ton of depth to dig into. The skill ceiling of this game is high, and that's where it's going to stay. That's a good call, alright? It sounds like they're reassuring us, like, no, it's going to stay like a fast-paced tag game, which is the point. You know, we can't steer our ship away now, as much as some people might be like, they should have made a 1v1 game. They didn't. So we gotta stay where we are. If we veer too far, we'll probably hit an iceberg. We'll continue making balance changes that hit outliers in the meta while keeping the sauce of every character at a high level. We want every champion to have defined strengths and weaknesses, and right now, that's not clear enough across all of the cast. Very good point. Some, like, the best characters in this game, the best designed characters, have clearly defined strengths and weaknesses, but some of them don't, and I mentioned it earlier. Community and competitive programs. We're looking to push how we support 2XK tournament organizers and their communities in more ways. Competitive series. The 2026 competitive schedule is going strong, and our next challenger event is Genesis X3. Tune into the stream starting February 13th. Cheer on the best. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Community support, among other things. We're working on programs that will give local TOs access to exclusive in-game prizing, which can't be earned anywhere else. The goal is to give smaller TOs new tools to expand and reward players for joining the local community. That's a really good idea. Supporting your locals is very important. What we're hearing. We've also seen, I just saw there's a video that popped up. It says Akali gameplay clip. Okay. I'm excited. We've also seen a few other conversations that we want to recognize. No major updates to share on these, but here's a quick recap of what we're hearing. Ranked. We're keeping an eye on the edge cases that affect finding fair matches in the rank system. Okay, they're just matchmaking problems. Any game like this is going to have matchmaking problems. Yasuo and Echo. Oh, sorry, I skipped over screen tearing. We've seen the conversation among console players about screen tearing while in game, and we're working on an update to address this in the future. That's good. I don't notice that too much because I don't play on console, but I've heard it's really bad. And Yasuo and Echo, this is what it says to me. Yasuo and Echo, these two characters are some of the sauciest in the roster. That's not the word I would use. I would use overpowered and favored, because you guys love these two characters. But we also see that their weaknesses aren't apparent enough at the highest level of play. Their weaknesses aren't apparent anywhere, because they don't have any. What's next? Now let's take a look at two upcoming champions. Everything here is a work in progress. Okay, so first off, we have a gameplay clip for Akali. Right, I want to see from the beginning. turn up the resolution. All right. Oh, because this is her in-game model. Okay, she looks pretty good. But I imagine she's gonna be pretty fast. So let's see. Teleport. Slash. Air combo. Slam down. Okay. Okay. That looks pretty much what I would expect from Akali. I love ninja characters. I love Zeku. I love Ibuki, Kimberly, Strider. So if you're telling me we're finally getting a ninja character in this game, I'll probably play her. She's probably on the top of my list of champs that I would have wanted. And then, yeah, Akali is 2XK's next champion. She's a sharp stylus ninja who cuts opponents down with deadly precision. And then, yeah, and then Senna here. We'll look at the Senna clip. All I know about Senna is she got big gun. I'm not a huge League player. So yeah, big gun. That's all I know about her. New stage, too. Oh! Is that like a... It looks like an Eliza kind of mechanic from Skullgirls, where she transforms into like another like ghost mode, kind of like how Eliza can go into her like skeleton mode. I wonder if that's going to be a thing. I should look up like the lore on this character. But it says, meet Senna, who wields the power of light and shadow, blasts enemies with a massive cannon, and then rush them down in her wraith form. We'll have more to share about these two later, but in the meantime, we're looking forward to your hot takes and theory crafting. Alright, I've spent a lot of time talking to the dev team and listening to the players this week, and the messages of support and love you've sent mean a lot. Thanks for catching up with us, and we're looking forward to the journey ahead. See you in the lobby, Sean. Okay, yeah, that was pretty much what I expected. I like that they could just come out and they're like, yep, these are the next two characters. Here's a little bit of what you can, you can glean a little bit from the gameplay. Not too much. I really wish they would have specified more about what they mean with Yasuo and Echo, because I don't like... it's just the phrasing of, they're some of the sauciest characters in the roster. And it's like, you're trying to tiptoe around it. No, they are so powerful. Just say you made them too strong. Just admit it. We get it. Like, they are. And then saying things, but we also see that their weaknesses aren't apparent enough at the highest level of play. Why have this at the end? Their weaknesses aren't apparent anywhere because they don't have any right now. You can have, like, you could split hairs with Echo and it'd be like, well, you can retreating guard after you see medium. Well, I'm retreating guard away and then Yasuo just does assist and then I'm sandwiched for free. So guess I should have looked for the parry instead of the retreating guard, but you know, I did that. I got like 1/18th of a bar of meter from that retreating guard, so that really helped. Like, it feels like they're tiptoeing around the problem, and it's not that I want them to gut these characters, because I know a lot of people play them, and there's so much time invested, but just, like, acknowledge, like, they don't have weaknesses, and that's the problem. There's literally no reason not to play Yasuo in this game. Ask anybody who actually competes. There is no reason not to play this character. He has everything. But on a much more exciting note, I am really excited for Akali. And Senna too. I don't know a lot about Senna. I'm way more excited for Akali because I main ninja characters in a lot of games. So I'll probably play her a lot. Here, I want to slow this down actually. Here, I'll mute it. And I can just kind of get a feel for some of her moves from this little combo she does. So she has a teleport. Looks like a signature mechanic. So it's like medium. No, that's light medium. Like S2 or something, which is like a rising. Charge heavy. It doesn't bounce, but it doesn't give you enough time to run up, do like a medium. Down heavy. Side swaps, like LMH in the air. Into like S2 or something to slam them back down. And then you can teleport back down. And I imagine there's going to be a lot of Oki setups with that. Yeah, that looks pretty simple for what I'd imagine Akali having. And then we'll do the same with Senna. Sure, her design though is really good. I'm gonna be honest. I love her design. The like white and black offsets. It looks like a superhero here with the cape and the hood. Okay. Jump like medium. This looks like a heavy actually. Down heavy, air heavy. S1, and that's like a wall bounce, right? No, it does like a wall something. And then another S1, and then that transitions into Wraith mode, and then she runs up, does like LMH, and then like air S1 or something. Does the Tasmanian Devil. Oh, and then a dive kick. Okay, so she's gonna have a dive kick in Wraith mode. So it looks like to me, because she looks way more complex than Akali, she's just gonna be a ninja character. But so it looks like every time you hit them with like the gun, this like beam, you steal like part of their soul, and I imagine there's gonna be like a bar or something that fills up, and when it's full, you instantly turn into Wraith mode. So yeah, that makes sense. I'll have to look up more about the lore of this character, because I'm not a League player. I watched Arcane, and I had a very rudimentary understanding of the popular characters in League. So, that's where I'm at.